good.
We're good.
You know, the only thing left to do.
Good Lord.
I feel like I should say good morning to everybody, but who knows? Are people always listening to this in the morning? I feel like as a bench jeweler, that's when you listen to a podcast.
That's a good question. I always listen. Well, I have like a 2-hour commute every day. So
Do you really?
no. I mean, I guess.
Feels like it.
I mean, total, 2 hours probably.
Let's talk.
So I
let's
listen
unpack
to a
that.
lot of.
We're definitely not stalling because we have nothing to talk about.
So it's 9:15. At 8:59, I put into ChatGPT, hey, we have this podcast. What should we talk about?
Did you really?
I did. It came up with the stupidest ideas. Most of them we've already talked about.
I mean, a lot of the things we're going to talk about is somewhat repetitive because it, in some ways, we got to talk about like what is this podcast really? And because we've kind of established, while it is going to be really fun to have guests and to talk to people and to share experiences and ideas and tips and tricks like that, that's definitely going to be like incorporated. But this podcast will mirror. There we go. It will mirror the Instagram account that we started years ago, and we're making fun of ourselves, the industry, salespeople, store owners. Just and that's
We're
the
now
purpose.
making fun of our podcast about how how we said we were going to have guests.
So
We are.
let's give an update on. So we're not giving an update on who's all scheduled. So lots of people. For one, I don't know. Sometimes I think it's kind of funny how many people message me and are like, "Oh, I'll be a guest," and I'm like, "I don't know you." Not that I need to know you to be a guest. Don't get me wrong, but my generic answer, Brad, has been, "Hey, we just started it this year. In the fall, I guess."
I guess so.
So, like September. Yeah, it started around Labor Day. So we're going to at least, it's just going to be hard to close till we get to the holidays to kind of schedule guests. So my plan is to definitely sprinkle a couple here and there before the end of the year, but really hit 2026 with a better lineup and schedule. I think we just got to get through the holidays, and then we can kind of get an outline for just guests. Does that make sense? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we're going to fit some guests in before 2026.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to sprinkle some in, but our plan is to really make guests a focus, like, starting next year.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm good with that. Because there's more to it than just...
I can call in, yeah.
Be a guest. Because, we have to worry about the audio and it's the worst.
God, this new coffee I got is so good.
What kind did you get?
I don't know. I think it's just like a medium roast, but Brad knows. We get the whole beans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a. This is I figured you might mention this because I bought a little bean grinder, a little electric one, nothing fancy. Well, first you had a manual.
Oh yeah, so the first time I was like, I want to do this old school. So I got like a hand grinder, like a crank. And after like 7 minutes of that, I'm like, okay, so I have to do this every day? Never mind. So then I purchased the electric one, and the only convenient place to set it up is on Brad's bench.
That's not true. That is not true.
Where else am I going to do it?
Anywhere else?
Where's an okay, this is going to bring it back to shop related.
Oh, I know.
In a jewelry shop, one of the things I see pop up on like, hey, we're about to redesign our shop or build a new store. Everybody says put way more outlets than you think. And good God, yes, we do not have enough outlets around here. But your bench is the most. There's an outlet right beside it, and all I have to do is unplug one fan, and I can grind my beans.
And my desk is pretty clean.
And your desk is always clean because you're the organized one.
Why are we calling my bench my desk?
Did I say that?
We did. We both said it. Because I think. Like, I don't think of my bench as an actual workbench because I don't do, like, I'm usually on the laser, so
Well, because you don't have a torch,
right,
but you do have the little micro motor, and so
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a bench. It's not a desk.
No, yeah. It's a cute little bench, though. It's not a regular size. It's a little baby size because Brad's baby sized. And it's definitely not because we have limited space.
It's definitely because I'm baby sized.
One day we're going to get famous and we're going to be at a show walking around and it's just going to be like, man, I thought y'all were joking about that. Every time I meet people at shows, especially for the first time, which doesn't happen much anymore, but I remember when you start making online friends through like Jewelers Helping Jewelers and different groups.
Never heard of them.
And then you meet them and everybody's like, to me, the general remark is, wow, I didn't imagine you being that tall. And I'm just like, to me, I feel like I'm average height. But I bet if they met you, Brad, they'd be like, I didn't expect you to be that short.
I hate this. This is why we need guests.
Some of the guests we're gonna have on, literally, they've all said the same thing to me. I didn't imagine you were being that tall. But I'm like, you guys are just short. I'm not tall.
Okay,
6'8" is not that tall. Just kidding.
Are we done with this?
We were talking about guests, right?
We were talking about how tall I am and how short you are, Brad.
Oh no, the coffee beans.
Oh yeah.
So, and I think you love and hate that I grind my coffee beans on your bench because after I'm done, I leave a little mess, a little trail of coffee grounds. But I think you love how it smells.
It does. It's great. I love that smell. Mm. But yeah, so you do that, and then you do the pour over coffee. It's like a whole routine.
Well, there for a minute I was doing some like kind of flavored coffees, and it sounded good in theory, but as the pour over. See, we are educating people. We are. As a pour over, you really don't need that. It's doing too much.
Mm.
So I went back to just a regular old medium roast, freshly ground bean.
Mm.
And it's so much better. Gosh.
Speaking of, I don't even know if you want to talk about this, but I want to talk about it.
Oh, let's go.
Speaking of JHJ.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you posted this. Was it on the meme page?
So, okay, let me go to the post. Should have hooked up my phone. But oh Lord. Does it have music? Oh. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like a slideshow of 7 memes. And for one, I'm really disappointed because I posted it, and granted, this one is a very niche type meme, and I know the ones that get very specific, it's going to be really funny for like 100 people, and then 19,000 people are going to be like, I don't get it.
Yes, I was one of the ones that didn't get it.
Yeah,
because I'm not online.
Or offline.
Or off. I was going to say that.
So basically the.
But you were so proud of it. Holy cow.
So I will give credit to someone that I can't remember. Somebody sent me one and they were just making fun of, I don't even remember exactly, but it was definitely a screenshot of I'm sure this person is just a super nice individual. He's one of the admins on JHJ. His name is Maury Kaufman. And we're not going to speak ill of anybody on this show because we don't know these people, but he is funny to observe because he's an admin. And so when you're an admin on these big groups, when you post and when you comment, it kind of brings it to the top of the feed. And so a lot of them are just about, POV, you just paid for ad space on JHJ. And then it's like all the admins are just like making like 1 or 2 word comments or posting emojis. So all the comment, it's like it'll be obviously an advertisement. It'll be like, man, there's 12 comments, and you click on it, and it's just all the admins tagging each other.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I get it. I mean, yeah, if I paid for advertising on there, should we ever pay? That's a poll question. Should we ever pay? Because this podcast only cost us money, so what's more money? Should we pay to promote our page and our podcast on JHJ? It would kind of be a troll.
we could.
But also,
is there a way to promote just that, like the series of memes against the admins?
So what I did was I posted it just normal, and then I went on the Facebook group and shared the post to there. So it's going to be organic. So unless an admin actually catches on, it's not going to take off. And so I said, hey guys, I posted, if you think these are funny, just go in there and comment. And so we were going to fill up the comment section. I thought it would be hilarious to fill up the comment section with just like bump or like, oh wow, just like one word. Let's see if I can go find it.
Because there was one post that the admin was selling something or whatever, but the only comments were him saying bump like every month.
Yeah,
just
so
bump.
Yeah, or like or sometimes they'll do bump or random things. So I put POV, you posted something that no one cares about, and it's just more going bump, 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 and it's like all in the same day. And then there's another one that says you're selling stuff no one wants, but you're a JHJ admin, and his comments are winner. And then like a little bit later, great. A little bit later, deal. A little bit later, wow. And I think he liked all of his own comments, so it's just his post. 5 of his comments, and then he likes the post and he likes his comments, but like we all see it because he's an admin,
right?
It's like, man. And again, if Maury ever listens to this, we should have him on the show. Hopefully, he has a good sense of humor.
I would love to have that.
That's one thing, love or hate Aaliyah. I think she genuinely has a pretty good sense of humor. She definitely has laughed at some of our content and has engaged with me just a little bit. So I do think she genuinely, and when I posted this, I posted it just on our regular Facebook and Instagram, and she did like it. She just didn't like it inside of the JHJ version.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So it's like, I mean, obviously she realizes it's funny, and I get they're doing what they have to do to.
Right, yeah.
So it's funny. It was just funny. I had a good time with it. I was dying making this, and like it got not that many likes, but. But I was trying to find the post because the few people that have been doing, what I desperately begged for them to do, was to just go and just keep this to the front. So we have like 38 comments, and people will say bump, and then somebody said sold, and then somebody said waiting patiently for a post asking for references on bench jeweler memes. So Brad. So, like, if people are buying and selling stuff on there, they'll ask for references to make sure, it's not a scam.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then lots of people are doing bumps. Somebody said, hey, yo, lots of bumps, lots of emojis, diamond emojis.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Casey said, is this still available? And somebody commented, will sell out. And I said, it's not available. And then Joey said, sold. But yeah, it'll be like, wow, great, bump. Some people did multiple bumps. Also, I made a little T-shirt design. It's this little T-shirt with just the names, like typically it'd be like your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says Aaliyah and Stacy and Mark and Maury. And then somebody was like, don't forget Anish and Victor and Gabriel. I guess there's a whole team of moderators. Oh, yeah. Well, there's like, how many people are in this group? Like, 30,000, 35,000, 35. You never heard of it? I do know a lot of people heard about it via this podcast.
At least one did. I'm just saying.
Also, I posted this a day or two ago asking like, hey, just some random topics we could talk about the next episode. We're going to have to repeat this, Brad, but we want like the more feedback and the more DMs and the more emails we get, the better it is, the more interactive it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to react,
But there are times when you ask the people and you set up a poll.
So
and what happens?
So if you are familiar with Instagram, you post a poll or a question, and in 24 hours it just goes away. And sometimes I'll post it and then forget, like the next day, like did I post that at 8 in the morning or at 11? And so then I'll go to check it, and it's like 25 hours later, and then I didn't get to see any of the responses. It'll be like 40 people responding. I'm like, oopsies. I did screen grab. Screenshot? A screen grab sounds so
I don't even know.
Fancy.
I don't know. That sounds aggressive.
I did a couple screen grabs. before, because I was thinking about it late yesterday, and so I screenshotted a couple, so we can go through these if you want, Brad.
What else are we going to do?
We got plenty of time. It's not we planned. This is what we planned to be like today. Somebody asked. This is a fair question. We can get into this. What is you guys? Actually, it says what is your guys' feeling towards signet and chain retailers in the industry? Do you think your wife would be okay if, because your wife started at a chain, like signet type store, right?
Yep.
Do you want to talk about that for a second? Should we have her on?
I don't think she wants to be on. Okay. I mean, maybe. I've never asked her.
Well, so tell us a little about your wife and how she got into this industry. I think that's a good starting point.
Dude, I don't even...
Okay,
I do know. She was working at a national... FedEx is here.
Oh, my.
Yeah, FedEx is here. Pause.
Let's not mess this up like I did last time. Unpaused. What is it, Brad? Watch parts. Is this a good time to talk about how much we love UPS better than FedEx?
If they want to pay for a sponsorship,
man. I don't know, man. FedEx gets them on. Anyway, what were we talking about?
My wife. So she was working at Bath and Body Works. Sponsorship available.
This was back in her early 20s.
Yeah, yep. And I think she's
still 50 now, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
Can't wait for her to hear this.
Oh man! And so she's
the oldest friend I have. I know that. Anyway, what was she doing?
That's not even true.
Yes, it is.
It is not. I'm your oldest friend.
Oh, you're older than your wife?
Yes.
Oh, I thought the other way around. I always think she's older.
Right.
She carries herself like an old woman. All right, I'm just kidding. I love Brad's wife. Go ahead.
That was weird. So she...
not like that.
Oh, okay. She was recruited by a chain store.
You want to say the name?
Nope.
Why not?
Well,
they gonna sue us?
Because I don't want to.
It's her, not you. Just say it.
No.
Okay. It was a mall store.
Because it doesn't... Yes, it was a mall store.
Jewelry store.
It really doesn't matter. And so she worked her way up to being a store manager, and so yeah, it was. I think they do a really good job of, like taking somebody with no jewelry experience, and she got a lot of classes. And
you think they do a good job
of getting them to a position where they can run a store.
Where they. You get them in a position where they think they know everything.
Well, I didn't say they know everything. No. I think they know more than when they started.
Well, here's my thing, and this is us in general, Brad, because this leads into another question, but we'll stay on this topic first. We're really good. We do make fun of people. We will make fun of you, but we never just bash people. So I'm not bashing people who work for Signet or these big chain retailers. We're just observing, and I think some of them, like, because we hear it from around our area too. We know that a lot of the people they employ, they're not career jewelers. It's just a job. Mm-hmm. It could be for a couple years, could be for 5 years, and so I get that there's not that much focus on them really learning the industry, and plus they're learning it inside of a very, very tiny bubble.
Mm-hmm. And this was like 25 years ago, so. I'm sure it's changed. One way it's changed. I feel like lot.
Do you think it's changed for the worse?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
One way, when she started, pretty much every store had a jeweler on site. And now it's gotten to the point where, by the time she left, I think it was like one jeweler for every 3 or 4 stores, and now. Pretty sure they probably just send it out. So I think a lot of what she learned was going back and talking to the jeweler, which a lot of those people now don't have that opportunity.
Yeah. So I don't I mean, what is our feeling towards chain retailers in the industry? I mean, if I'm being honest, they are. I think they do make. I guess we hear more negative than positive, and I'm not saying that there's no positive, but like for our experience, Brad, like just what was it this week? Somebody dropped off something. Hey, this big chain retailer did it, and they just weren't happy with it.
Yep. Yeah, they soldered some rings together, and it just wasn't like it was technically done. Like they soldered them together, it just wasn't lined up well. It was really not well done, and it's
probably because they are just cranking out repairs because obviously it wasn't done on site; it was sent out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I also couldn't imagine, but I know a lot of people go through this where they're working in a jewelry store. Maybe it's even independent, and they don't have a jeweler on site. So when there's a problem and you send off for a repair, and then it comes back, and the customer's not happy, you just got to start the whole send off process all over again.
Could you imagine?
And so by the time customers come in, if they had experience through the mall jewelers or the chain jewelers, it's usually by the time they get to us, they're not happy.
No.
And I'm not saying that every experience at those places are bad, but we all know that when people bring stuff in from there, hey, I purchased this, and it was going to take them 3 weeks to repair it, but I need it sized. And then we get to see it, and it's like it's usually kind of cheaply made. I mean, it's just a reality.
And I think customers know that.
Yeah.
For the most part. I think nobody's like, well, I'm not going to say nobody because it definitely has happened. They'll be like, oh, I bought this at, such and such. I thought they were, super high quality. And it's like, no, dude.
Mm-mm. And this transitions to another person's topic question is how to constructively say that the last person that repaired or worked on this did a job. They used the poop emoji.
Okay.
So this does happen to us every so often. I'm sure if you're a bench jeweler, you've experienced this where somebody comes in. You might just be the salesperson taking it in, and they immediately start complaining about. Actually, let's not do that because we kind of covered that. This is just by the time you see it or you get called up to the front to check it out, and it's pretty obvious to you that whoever worked on this last just did a crap job.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think we're pretty good with our words. Again, we're pretty good about not just bashing people even if I can see like this is really bad.
Yeah.
How would we do that?
And going back to the rings that were soldered, I explained to the lady, like, we have a laser welder, so we can actually hold the rings together, fuse them at the top, where that would be pretty impossible with solder without it just being just junk. But as long as you tell the truth and say, like what I did with her is, they soldered it together. It's not lined up very well, and there is a gap, so we can take care of that because we have a laser machine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we talked about it before. You just have to, instead of just saying like, "Hey, whoever did this ruined it" or did a crap job, you say, "Hey," and again, we've talked about this too. We have a big TV screen with a camera on it, so we can pull it up and say, "Hey," we're kind of letting their work speak for itself on the big screen.
Yep. Because
you can see like, "Hey, you see these prongs? That's not how prongs should look." And so that instead of saying, "Hey, whoever did this did a crappy job doing these prongs," I would just say, "You see these prongs? That's not really how we would do it." And so what we would do is, and so you're kind of shifting the conversation to, if they're smart, they're picking up on it.
Yeah, right.
Because we've definitely seen, and sometimes, I mean, this is kind of into another subject, but we get stuff that's just, what was it yesterday? Somebody picked up some, and it was like this vintage ring. I mean, it had to be 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 2 times yesterday, the same instance. And the stonehead came out, and then there was another guy that came in and had like a 10-year-old engagement ring, but it was like, diamonds down the shank, but they were all like a millimeter each. The halo had like 1 millimeter stones all around it. It was maybe like a 1/2 or 3/4 carat princess cut. I mean, it was just something that was popular 10 years ago. And just having to, this wasn't even, a jeweler did a crappy job because he's just like, yeah, just little stones keep falling out. And so we put it on the big screen and we're like, having to, and it's hard to do it. But it's
that's much harder than,
like, your ring is just done.
Yes,
like
that's harder than the last jeweler messed this up.
Yeah.
You bought a piece of crap ring,
and it's like, hey, you got a good deal on it. Probably did get it at a chain store, based on what I was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And your wife wore this every single day for a decade, and it's got 75 1mm diamonds all around it, down the shank and in the halo. And I'm just like, oh, I think I even had them set in the gallery.
Yes. Yep.
And I'm like, what do you say?
Because it's like,
it's
honestly,
done,
this needs like $800 in repairs,
and it would still be worn out.
Yep, and it'd still be worn out. It's just not a good situation.
I mean, and in those situations, we've had to get to the point where it's like, hey, I basically told them, like, I don't even want to repair it, because if we just replace, well, they had like 4 missing diamonds,
mm-hmm.
and then you had to retip 4 prongs, 16 prongs, and they're super tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And then the diamonds, I'm like, what do you want to, like, you want to pay like $250 just to address those 4 stones?
Yep.
And then in 2 months, you're going to lose 4 more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how many times, like our professional opinion is stop fixing it. And nobody wants to hear that, because they got an engagement ring and it's supposed to be worn for their whole life, and they got it for 10 years.
Right. Yeah,
But
it's just...
But I mean, I think that's what I think the jewelry industry does need to do better. I mean, I get it. Nobody buys a car and they're like, hey, you probably won't make it to 150,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you don't take care of it. That's not how a car salesman sells cars.
Right. But we do sell things as this can last forever.
Yeah, and we got to be careful with that. Especially, like, to me, any piece of jewelry that you wear 24/7, 365 days a year is not going to last forever. Now, don't get me wrong. If you made some kind of, bezel set platinum ring with the 4mm wide band, and it was just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you probably could wear it for the rest of your entire life. But that's not what people are buying to wear every day.
Right.
Hey, you know what I am digging, though? We make fun of hidden halos because everybody's getting them. But I love that they're hidden, because the old school halos freaking always losing stones.
For real. And I think that goes back to what we were talking about with the mall stores, is if there were a jeweler in each store and, these tiny diamonds are falling out, he can explain to the salespeople, hey, look, this is what's happening with these.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be the best option, or like warn people, hey, this is going to involve way more maintenance than a solitaire or bezel set.
This is what sets independent jewelers and bench jewelers apart from those chain stores.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
Because they're so corporatized that when somebody walks in like, hey, I bought this ring here 8 years ago, 4 diamonds came out, the salesperson's going to go, all right, what's the look up? 4 diamonds, 16 prongs, here's the price. That's it. That's the only explanation they get.
Right.
And then the customer's like, oh, man, that's a lot. They pay it. 6 months later, they lose 2 more stones, come in a little bit frustrated, and the salesperson goes, okay, 2 stones, 8 prongs, this is how much it's going to cost.
Right. There's no idea of why they're charging, what they're doing.
Yeah, we get people that say they love us because it's like, hey, let's just talk 5 minutes about this ring. And it might not be pretty.
It's never 5 minutes. It's never.
Oh, yeah, I know. But here's what's happening.
Yep.
You're like, we use the tire treads story illustration all the time. Like, hey, buddy, you've been
That's what we call all of our customers.
Hey, buddy. Hey, pal, chief. Your wife has been wearing this ring, and the tires are bald, and you guys keep patching it, and the tires are still bald.
Bingo.
And except now, instead of 4 tires, imagine you had an 18-wheeler, and now you need 18 tires. Like, at some point, it's done.
Time
to get
a new truck.
And nobody wants to hear that, especially if you don't have like a ton of money, you're just a middle class person. What? What's so funny about that? I'm just saying, if you're just a regular person, not a ton of money,
a poor middle class person.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you don't have the, they didn't come in thinking like, oh, I got to buy a new $3,000 engagement ring.
Right.
But the good news for those people is you can kind of spend it with lab-grown diamonds.
Lab-grown diamonds
is like, hey, what'd you spend, $2,000 on this 10 years ago? You can probably spend less than $2,000 and get something way bigger and better.
That's going to last.
It'll last for your lifetime. Anyway, there was somebody sent me just a job ticket for. It is definitely one of these like chain jewelry store type places.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, so just like a little printout on a receipt, and it says, I think I read this to you and we laughed about it because it says, please fix broken pendant. Customer reports this is the second time this has happened in 15 years.
How dare you?
Metalwork looked weaker when it came back the first time. Please CPR and tighten stones. Customer does not want to replace unless we have an identical piece. That's how you know it was some type of corporate signet store.
Yes.
Can you believe that? They've had to fix it twice in 15 years after wearing it every day. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's the jeweler's fault.
I mean,
they didn't have a problem.
They just don't make them like they used to.
Like they wore it for 14 and a half years just fine, and then you fixed it, and it's like, well, 6 months, now it's broken again.
Somebody did, this is on topic of repairs, somebody said, when is good enough on repairs? I don't think there's a good answer for that. Cause
I don't know what that means.
No, I'll be honest, like, again, we get these rings that are just freaking 15 years old that like there's just no reason to keep fixing this, but it's sentimental and they want to, and there's sometimes where you just have to, like, we tell people like, we'll do the best we can, and you try to explain like it's just worn out, it's just like, well, I'll get it back together for you. But we had that conversation with a young woman who I know personally. You know what ring I'm talking about, I'm sure.
Yep.
Because she's been in about 4 times and she got engaged like 6 months ago.
Yep.
Or less. And it was an inherited ring, but she's basically told me like, yeah, it was an inherited ring, but they only wore it a few times, which probably is exaggerated.
Oh, 100%.
But 100%, it's like a mall chain store ring.
Yes.
Which is exactly what we just described. I think it has a halo, got little tiny diamonds everywhere. And I think it looks like if it was new, they over-polished the junk out of it.
Oh, yeah, that's possible too, yep.
And so it's like the perfect combination of tiny stones, thin metal. It looks like it was over-polished. And the poor girl, like, she looks so sad when she comes in. And I've been trying to, like, gingerly, lightly explain, like, it's...
Gingerly, is that like
is that the right word? I don't know.
No, it is, I think. Is to like treat somebody like you're redheaded.
Yeah, I'm not redheaded. So the ring looks like it was treated like a redheaded stepchild, though. It's freaking worn out, and it's just like, and there's.
But
just,
also, like, she just got it 6 months ago.
I know.
She had, like, she took pictures, posted on Insta, all the things. Showed her friends. I mean, it's got to be heartbreaking, too.
And the thing is, we feel bad because, so she brought it in, missing one little tiny stone. And then we fix that, clean it, polish it, and then there's 2 more stones out. It's like, oh my. And so she does not knowing that every time she brings it, this last time I finally told her, I said, every time we fix it, more stones fall out. I'm like, at this point.
Yeah, like as we're fixing it, like we'll fix it, put it in the cleaner, stones come out.
Yeah.
Because it's just that poorly made. Or in that bad of condition.
I don't know. I mean,
it's not a good situation.
What do we do? You know, for one thing, we need to get better about. We're honest with people when people are looking at jewelry in the store. We've definitely started increasing a little bit more of like gold plating over silver jewelry, because yellow gold is so freaking popular right now. Everybody wants it. But then when you try to, sell them the gold piece, they're like, why is that so expensive? Oh, my gosh. So we're trying to have a little more variety, in this economy. You know what I was going to start this episode with? We don't have nothing to talk about. We're just going to talk about politics. I'm kidding. But But so we have this, and people are like, is it going to turn? Yes, it will.
100%.
Now, if this is a special item that you wear, going out on date night and Sunday morning to church, and maybe, so a few times a month you're wearing it, yeah, it's going to be fine. But yes, if you're about to put this on before you leave my store and not take it off for the next 6 months, yes, the plating will wear off.
Yep.
And so we have those honest conversations, and even with we have dainty jewelry here. Don't get me wrong. We're not. We just can't sell big, massive, custom pieces. Like we have to sell like the stuff that people can afford.
Yep.
And we just say, hey,
those poor middle class people, those peasants.
And so it's like when you buy these little pendants from the vendors, and they come with like the lightest weight chains possible, and people are like, "Oh, I just wish I had a bigger chain." Well, the reason this chain and pendant is $400 is because it's a lightweight chain.
Correct.
Well, I wish I had a bigger chain. Okay, well now it's $700.
Right.
Like.
Right.
And so we have to have that conversation. Honesty is the best policy.
It is. Now UPS is here.
Are you serious? I don't think we have anything coming today.
Oh, we definitely do, because he's stopping and bringing us something.
Okay, yeah. Let's pause for another word from our shipping sponsors. Man, Adam had stories for us today, didn't he? We're taking care of, we're kind of taking care of our UPS's guy's fiance. He's about to get married this weekend. And Brad was just telling him about Adam. So we definitely sold his fiance her wedding band.
We did.
And we tried our best to sell him a wedding band, and he made it so difficult. We love our UPS guy, but God, he made it so difficult.
He got a great deal though.
He did. I ordered so many stupid titanium rings. They're cheap, whatever. And I just got so many of them now. And I even said, "Hey, just take these home, wear them."
And he did.
And he did. Tried. And he came back and was like, "Oh, I found this one online I like better." I'm like, "What, bro?"
It was like, I got it for $120. It's regular, like $450.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, "Bro, no, you didn't." Sometimes I just can't with people.
I know. But the reason he had to come in was because of quality gold. And they're why does it default to a dang COD?
That's something. If you order from Quality Gold, why is that the default?
Right.
Because sometimes I'm just in a hurry and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta hurry and get this order in. It's almost 5. That's how I order.
Yep, just like that.
And
we're in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. And then I hit submit order or order button, whatever, and I'm like, crap, I never changed it to my credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So annoying.
Maybe we need to get somebody from Quality Gold on here.
I thought
they can explain themselves.
Well, they're probably gonna you need to talk to our web designer. I thought we could end this way, Brad. I don't know how you feel about this, because we are gonna, like we said, we're gonna do 2026, do more guests.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put this out there. Our typical recording day is Wednesday mornings between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm. Or daylight time.
If you follow these, if you listen to this far into the podcast, that means you're a good actual listener, follower, supporter. So just send us a check. I'm just kidding. I was going to say is, if you got this far, we're at the end, and you're listening, and you know when we record, and you're like, you know what, I would be a guest. You have to follow these instructions. You have to email us, compel us why you should be a guest on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's funny stories or whether it's like, this is the experience I have. Keep in mind, this whole thing is meant to be lighthearted and funny.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, I just want to educate you guys on something, okay, though I'm ignoring that one. But hey, I've got some stories, or I've got a unique perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Email us at benchjewelermemes@gmail.com. Compel us, and you know what? We'll the best response, maybe before the end of the year, we will get you on a call and you can join us for an hour-long episode. What do you think, Brad?
I think that's awesome.
If you DM me, I will ignore it.
Some like, what did we discuss from technology?
Yeah, preferably you need like some AirPods, earbuds, something that you can throw in your ear and use that to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like a speakerphone on your phone. There's no video. I mean, we'll probably have to like FaceTime you or Skype you or something like that. Anyway, what do you think, Brad?
I think that's
put
great.
That out there.
And even if like you're the second best. We might fit you in. Or the third best. The bar is extremely low. If you've been listening, you know that.
Well, Brad, I think we did pretty good considering up until the moment we hit record, we were like, so what are we going to talk about?
I also like that our last episode, we were about to like jump off a cliff and we just updated no one.
This week has been it's been like nonstop raining here.
Yeah, so it's been chilled. So we're fine now. Everything's good.
You think we're in Seattle the way the weather, but we haven't had rain in months.
We might be in Seattle. You don't know. We sound like Seattle people. Yeah, Seattleians.
Totally. But I was about to say something and you made me lose my train of thought.
Good. Probably we've got 3 minutes, so yeah, probably time to sign off.
Is there any people outside? Is there a car waiting for us yet?
No.
So we can just keep this going then.
We should one morning just not open at 10, even though like we'll say like we're opening at 10 and like not put anything on Google or anything else, and just see what's the longest line we can get lined up before we go.
Or put a sign out that says be back in 15 minutes and then just watch the door for like an hour and a half.
That would be so great.
I was going to recap. I remember my train of thought earlier. The reason there's so many topics we want to cover, but we have them like in our minds, like that'll be perfect when we have this guest on.
Yes.
So that's why sometimes we run it. We're like, what do we talk about? Because I don't want to talk about that because I'm saving that for
like working with family. Like we have a guest who works with their family. So like that's when we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. So, So keep the emails coming, compel us. And it might be a train wreck, but we'll have you hop on one of the episodes, maybe sooner than later. If you compel us tomorrow,
this is the most I've ever heard the word compel used.
I'm compelled. Are you compelled?
I guess
this is a compelling ending to an episode.
Very.
Thank you guys for listening.
Bye
to Benchular Memes Podcast.
High with the jewelers who are